Hello and welcome. I'm Vincent Makori and this is Africa 54. Tonight we begin in Tanzania, where U.S. President Barack Obama has arrived in the final stop on his three-nation tour of Africa. Mr. Obama and his family were greeted by President Jakaya Kikwete and their groups of dancers and drummers at the Dar es Salaam airport Monday. During his two-day stay in the East African country, Mr. Obama will hold talks with Mr. Kikwete, meet with business leaders and address a forum of business chief executive officers. Tanzania is one of 8 countries involved with a new initiative Mr. Obama announced Sunday to help boost power production in sub-Saharan Africa.
I'm also pleased that Tanzania is going to be one of the first participants in the new effort that I announced yesterday, Power Africa, with its goal of doubling access to electricity. This will mean more reliable and affordable electricity for more Tanzanians, and it's something that we want to spread all across the continent. Later today, I'll be announcing another initiative to improve trade with and within Africa, starting here with the East African community.
Now, our Voice of America's East Africa correspondent Gabe Joselow is part of team coverage in Tanzania. Now joins us from Dar es Salaam. Welcome, Gabe. You hear me, Gabe?
Good evening, Vincent.
Good evening. Now, the president, as you heard, announced that mentioned that Tanzania is going to be a major beneficiary of this initiative, Power Africa. Can you give us a few details on how Tanzania is exactly going to benefit?
Well, that's right. As you said, Tanzania is one of the first countries involved in this new Power Africa project, which includes other countries like Ethiopia and Ghana in the West, among others. And Tanzania in particular, it's what we'll see more about this tomorrow, is U.S. energy firms have already started investing in Tanzanian power suppliers. Symbion Energy runs a power plant that President Obama will tour tomorrow. And what you're seeing is that Power Africa plans to invest money from private sector, from government agencies, really throughout the entire chain of command that it takes to start to increase power supply, from financing to insurance to everything. And as Tanzania discovers more natural gas and natural resources, the plan would also help them to better use those resources to benefit Tanzania's own economy.
And besides the power sector, there are other areas, because we know business leaders are also traveling with the president. What other opportunities exist in Tanzania?
Well, Tanzania is trying to expand beyond just natural resources, of course. And you're seeing a lot of project in infrastructure, a lot of development in the telecommunications industry, for instance, and a lot of progress being made. A lot of it on the ground is being done by Chinese firms, actually. You're seeing a lot of building construction in Dar es Salaam. You're seeing a major project to revitalize the port. And the World Bank says that's going to be really crucial to sustaining Tanzania's economic growth, which is already pretty high at about 7% annually over the last few years. But they really need to come up with something beyond just the very volatile natural resources sector to continue to hold that and to hopefully benefit more of the people, more of the citizens, and not just companies at the top.
Thank you. And we know tomorrow a busy day, but interesting. President Obama will be participating in an event along with former President George W. Bush. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, they'll be participating in a wreath-laying ceremony at the site of the former U.S. Embassy, which was bombed in an attack in 1998, the same time as the embassy in Kenya. This is an attack by al-Qaeda-linked group. And it's one of the first times you'll see President Obama and President Bush together. As President Obama said during his press conference today in Tanzania, President Bush does have a pretty good legacy in Africa.
Well, we look forward to your reporting tomorrow. Thanks a lot, Gabe. Gabe Joselow, Voice of America's East Africa correspondent, joining us from Dar es Salaam.